Meanwhile, questions still swirl in yet another death in North County. An emotional day as family and friends said a final goodbye to Lawanda McGee while still seeking answers in her death. McGee was found dead in her apartment last month, and her roommate was charged with leaving her corpse there for weeks on end. New tonight at 10, our Sean Logging speaking with her family about how they're looking to remember her while still looking for justice.
Embraced with support, the vibrant purple all around, a reminder of a life not here.
We'll remember her in light and love.
Family and friends of Lawanda McGee gathering to provide a proper goodbye Saturday afternoon.
We sent her off well today. She had a great memorial service. I just hope y'all hold her dear to yourselves, hold her dear to your heart.
Those here holding a little bit of her and the memories that they have.
She was a fighter, and she was very intelligent, and she was a mom, a sister, an aunt, a friend, and she was always loving. And I just want her legacy to be remembered, and I just want justice for her.
Sister Ashley Barnett says Lawanda had recently graduated from nursing school and was excited to start a new chapter for herself and her daughter.
So, she lost her mom, and that was pretty much all she had. So right now we're all coming together as a family to just make sure that, she'll be okay from today forward and just continue to love on her.
While Saturday was about remembering and honoring the life of Lawanda, Ashley tells me there are still many questions that she and her family are looking to get answered and tell them what happened to her sister.
We still don't know what her actual cause of death was. We're still waiting on toxicology.
Lawanda was found dead in her North St. Louis County apartment last month after a welfare check. St. Louis County Prosecuting Attorney's Office telling us that she was found covered in blankets and clothes on a couch. She hadn't been seen since mid-December. Terrence Smith was arrested after going back into Lawanda's apartment earlier this month. He's facing a charge of abandonment of a corpse.
So he needs as much time as anybody can get. So I know that might sound harsh, that's my sister, but right now we don't have any answers, and he needs to be locked away.
Ashley says it's the people here who love her that will keep fighting for her as they lay Lawanda to rest.
As long as she's resting well, that's all we can ask for right now, and justice for her.
Fly high, baby.
In St. Louis County, Sean Logging, First Alert 4.
Bye, Lawanda.
Smith is scheduled to be in court Monday for a bond reduction hearing. The family has also set up a fundraiser to support Lawanda's daughter.